and welcome to your May 2018 general reading. Just give me a minute, Aries. You've got quite a what to say. I'm going to start the additional guidance cards. You've got happy, happy and blessed. Oh my, it doesn't really get much better than that. This beautiful blessed energy is that feeling of life is just so on your side. It's that feeling of being life is good, life is wonderful, that you're receiving this blessing and it's making you feel this freedom, this lightness of being. Okay, Aries, very interesting. Although when I'm looking at your reading, there's a bit of a push and pull. It's that something's drawing you and there's a part of you restricting the energy, to tell you the truth. So let me start. I want to jump straight into your reading, but I'm going to start at how you leave May, how you enter into May. So the 10 of Discs for the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups is a card about searching for something. It tends to be walking away from something and searching for something more. Some lucky Aries might have received some financial money which has helped them to go and search for something more, or maybe some of you aren't fulfilled at work and you want something more from your life. Purple and gold, this is Jupiter. It's a spiritual quest. So it's not walking away that's tragedy like the 5 of Cups or painful. It's a search for your own soul, essentially. Okay? So very interesting combination of cards, actually. So you're walking, but I think some of you might be walking away and walking towards something, because what you most want is the Empress card. This might be a person, Aries, that you have got a lot, you're very drawn to, because the Empress is such a magnetic energy. She's about love, abundance, prosperity. Now, Virgo had this card as well showing up. So if you've got any Virgo, Ascendant, Moon, Venus or Mars, then check that out. But the Empress is a total magnet. She represents prosperity. She represents love, because she's got the Venus sign here. And she's got this golden gown and she's a magnet. She's passionate. She lives from her heart. This is what you most desire. It's either you or it's someone that you're seriously attracted to, by the way, Aries. Now, what your supportive card is the Page of Swords. You're going to have to express yourself, Aries. If this is a person, then what you're going to have to do is find a way to express what you're feeling inside. Because at a spiritual level, you're protecting your heart. This is the card about being guarded, keeping your feelings close to your chest, literally. And in my other decks, he also covers his crown chakra, which means you're not following your divine guidance, your desires and your love energy. You're trying to block something out here. And your supportive card is a Page of Swords, which is about communication. Carrying messages, communicating what you're feeling, Aries. Because the challenge you have is crossing the river of change. Because there's some deep longing here and there's some deep calling for you. But no one wants to go through this river of change, because the river of change means we have to leave behind one chapter of our life that's provided us our needs, even if those needs have not been fulfilling, even if those needs have limited you, they've still provided you with something, a sense of security. The 6 of Swords is that river of change. It's entering the unknown. And none of us, we all get frightened when we enter into that unknown space. So what happens is we retreat backwards. We retreat into this much more fearful, much more withdrawn energy rather than risking change and risking all the insecurities, all the chaos that change brings. Now, Aries, you're that warrior energy, and the warrior energy has to be comfortable with chaos and change, or you're going to keep getting what you keep getting. And if you're wanting this beautiful Empress card, then change is what you're going to have to embrace. In your relationship house, you've got the Temperance card. The Temperance card can be, in a love reading, a beautiful fusion of two people. This is like that divine alchemy, when two people just fuse together in a beautiful way and all the elements blend. It's also representing balance, the middle way, no extremities of behaviour. There might be a sense of vulnerability in your relationships because she just floats. She doesn't have all these protector and all these guards around her. So there's something incredibly vulnerable about Temperance, because she just floats in this water. And I think this vulnerability, Aries, is what's making you take a little bit of a step back on your inner life. Now, this is only a minor arcana. This is the major arcana, and so is this. So these are spiritual energies that can't be denied, can't be prevented. They seem to be about love and union. But there's a little part of your smaller sense of self, Aries, that's keeping you small, keeping you limited, and it's about fear and holding on to the security that you do know. There's nothing wrong with that. We all do the same because we all have the same universal pattern, and that's what the tarot cards show us, the different principles that are at work for you. Because in your money and work, you've got the Nine of Cups, abundance, pleasure. He's got the same shirt colour as the goddess has, which is green, prosperity, emotional wealth, emotional abundance. But there's a little part of you still playing small, Aries. There's still a little part of you still thinking you're a small, limited being, and it's standing separate, a little bit fearful about entering into this powerful realm and entering into this river of change. But if you do, Aries, so your first card is the Five of Swords, but then we go into the Sun card. So the Five of Swords can be a card about conflict. Sometimes it's about wounding people. Such a hard thing, because there's no such thing as a negative card. Well, there is, but it's a lot more complex than that, because this, sometimes to get what we want, Aries, we need to hurt other people's feelings, okay? We can't go through life. We can try and minimize the harm we do. We can have loving kindness. We can have warmth. But sometimes we have to make choices and go after what we really want, because our life is precious. Our life is limited. And so sometimes we have to say no to other people in order to go forward and claim the life that we really want. Because if you do, you've got this beautiful Sun card as the outcome. So whatever you've got going on, the outcome is absolutely assured. It's about this golden energy of the sun shining down. It's new life, it's new growth. But in the process, Aries, you're going to have to risk being vulnerable. You're going to have to risk putting that protector energy down from your heart and taking a risk and entering into this unknown space. Sometimes a Five of Swords card, sometimes it's about fighting for something that you want. And I'm not talking about going through life hurting and damaging people. That's a whole different ballgame. That's an unevolved Aries. But when we become evolved and we work with that Five of Swords energy, sometimes it's about saying, this is what I want, and I'm going to go after it. I'm going to try and minimize the harm I do to people, but I'm going to claim my own soul back, because that sun is that spark of individuality. It's our warmth and it's our passion. And it might be there's some fear. You might be asked to take some risks, to communicate, to let go of what you're holding on to and you really, really don't want to. It's a state of mind in order to move forward to this beautiful Empress and this Sun card, and to have a love that works, to have this Temperance card, but risking opening your heart, Aries, seems to be what is asked of you, which takes incredible bravery. It takes incredible honesty, because no one wants to be vulnerable. No one wants to take risks and open up. But unless we do, we don't get here. We don't get to be blessed. We don't get to be happy and free unless we walk like that warrior forward, taking risks, taking chances, and trusting that come what may, the universe is going to meet us and love is going to meet us, and we're going to get exactly what we're looking for, because you are Aries, but it might take some risks. Scary, very, very scary, but very powerful and very deep. Okay, Aries, amazing month for you. Loads of love. Bye.